Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to Mike's Magic Car Detailing and Paint Enhancement, which is what we're trying to accomplish today on this, y'all may remember, this 1986 Oldsmobile Delta 88 with the real cheap single stage paint job. And what I did, I had a piece of tape across here, but that panel there was done with that woolly pad. That panel, hey Miss Tina, was done with that hybrid pad. The same product, which is the Sonax Cut Max compound. And I just wanted to show you guys the difference. I think you can readily see right quick, like there's some buffer trails, that's not a big deal, is that that side with that pad is obviously better than this side with that pad. Miss Tina, good to see you listening in on me here, just going over a couple things. So what that tells me is that this pad will do a better job than that pad on this paint. Now what I may try on this panel down here next is a foam cutting pad just to see how it compares. But as you can see, how quickly those pads got gunked up with this real oxidized cheap paint. I mean, I just did that one section there with that one section with that one, and they already need cleaning beyond, just with a brush or something like that while they're on there. So I'll have to clean those before I use them again, which is one reason I'm going to jump to the foam pad. To me, they're a little easier to clean, but you can see the big difference between right there and down here where it wasn't touched, or there as opposed to there, which hasn't been polished at all. So just showing you, you can make a big difference if you know what you're doing. You got a little patience and a willingness to experiment a little. Yeah, maybe there are guys out there who can just take a quick look at the car, say, I need this, I need that. Well, I guess I'm not at that level. Sometimes you just don't know. But I've watched a lot of the top tier professionals, and they do the same thing that I do. In fact, that's where I learned it, was from them. Do a couple test panels and see what's working best. And I started on the hood, even though I usually start with the roof, just because it's a little easier to reach and a little easier for y'all to see what's going on with it. So you could draw your own conclusions. All right, I hope Robert watches this. He's the owner, and I'll go back and do a final polish down, finishing down with that, as they say. Get rid of those little buffer trails and all that kind of stuff, which are normal. So if you do it yourself and you're compounding and you leave some holograms or buffer trails, as they call them, don't freak out. That's pretty well standard, and you're almost always going to have to go back with a polish. And sometimes you'll have to use 2 or 3 grades of compound, depending on how scratched the paint was. This paint's not scratched real bad, but it is oxidized terribly. Terrible. It had a lot of contaminants on it, but I'm not having so far to deal with a lot of scratches. Anyway, y'all come see me. Just wanted to catch y'all up before I go fix my supper, which I just heard a little bell ding. It means it's about done. Thank you again. Catch y'all later. Bye.